Preheat the oven to 375. Alright, so we're going to start off with some chicken parm. First you need to take your 2 eggs and crack them, and you need to beat them, and then you take them and you put them in a bowl and you mix them with Parmesan cheese and breadcrumbs. Take some cheese, Parmesan cheese, and you're going to grate it into your bowl, and then you're going to add your beaten eggs into your bowl like this.
Okay, so in the other bowl you want to add your 7 ounces of breadcrumbs and your 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. And you're going to mix the 2 together.
And there's your other bowl of beaten eggs, 2 beaten eggs.
Go.
So as you're getting ready to saute it, you want to add 1 tablespoon of oil to a skillet. And then turn that on. And let that heat up, spread it around in a minute. And then we'll dip our chicken boob in our eggs first. And make sure to flip eat on each side so it gets the bread and the cheese. Oh, yum. Coat that sucker up. Alright, and then bring it to the... Yeah. And then you saute it on each side for about 8 to 10 minutes.
Okay, so next you're going to do is you're going to lightly grease your pan.
That's good work, Pablo.
You're then going to add your 12 ounces of tomato sauce into your pan.
Ooh, that's a pretty good looking circle.
You then are going to spread out tomato sauce all over your pan and evenly coat it.
That close up. Some good work, Pablo. Hard work and determination pays off, kids.
Once you have done that, you're now ready to add the chicken to the pan.
Righteous.
There you go. And that's one of the 6 pieces we're going to add.
Cool.
So once you saute everything, you're going to put cover each piece with provolone cheese.
We're using provolone instead of Monterey Jack like our recipe says, because, yeah.
And once you do this, you're going to place it inside the oven and let it bake for 20 minutes or until the cheese has been melted.
On the middle rack.
On the middle rack.
Next we're going to make a salad dressing, classic vinaigrette. So your ingredients are 1/2 cup olive oil, 1/2 teaspoon of, we're going to use pink Himalayan salt because we hiked up into the Himalayan mountains and mined it ourselves, so we're going to use that. Then you use 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard, and then 2 teaspoons of red wine vinegar. And you're gonna put it all in one bowl and then mix it or whisk it. teaspoons of your mustard. This is some good footage. And then half a teaspoon of our pink Himalaya salt, which is probably not gonna go that well. So you know what? I'm just gonna go with that. And that should be good.
Part 2, salad dressing.
So once you add all those ingredients, you're going to add some pepper. You're then going to take out your whisk and start whisking it all together.
Alright, that's a terrible form.
And then once you get all that together, you're now done with your salad dressing.
Alright. Alton Brown signing off. Here's our chicken parm, the finished product. Looks gorgy, as in gorgeous. And we're ready to serve.
To make Buckeyes, you're going to get 3 cups of confectioner's sugar, 3/4 a cup of peanut butter, and we put this plastic bag over it to make it easier to clean.
Good thinking, Tom.
And then you're going to take your 1/2 cup of softened butter, throw it in there.
That's science, kids.
And then you're going to take 1/4 of a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract and put that in there also. Stop recording.
Now we gotta mix our concoction, our handy dandy mixer. Making sure it's on a low setting so we don't get sugar everywhere, even though we're going to. So now, we got our dough setting, and it says that it'll look dry. So then next we have to roll them and make our balls. Back on Pablo's World.
Okay, next you're going to take about 1 inch of the dough and roll it together. This is the tricky part and hardest part of making the Buckeyes. And once you do that, put it on the plate, covered in wax paper, and place a toothpick in the middle of the peanut butter ball. And once you got all of them, you're going to put it in the refrigerator or the freezer to harden.
Why do you put the toothpick in the peanut butter, Pablo?
Because we're going to dip them in chocolate later, and you don't want it all to be covered in chocolate.
Righteous. So we melted our chocolate in the microwave with 20-second intervals, and we stirred, and now we're ready to dip our peanut butter balls. So you just take them and throw them in the chocolate. Like that. They look good. Welcome back to Pablo's Kitchen. we're cooking our sweet potatoes. Now, first off, we preheated our oven to 425. We rinsed off our potatoes in the sink. Now we're going to chop these puppies up. First off, you want to take your pinch grip and then you just cut the ends off. That knife form though. Beautiful. Alright. So now we're slicing them. We cut our tips off. Now we're slicing these suckers in half. Like that. Then we're going to put them on the flat part and cut them like this.
Nice work, Matt.
I agree. That was a good cut. Always practice safe cutting.
Okay, once you got all the potatoes cut up, we're going to add the freshly minced rosemary. And then 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. And then we're going to add some salt and pepper, how much we want for our enjoyment. And then we're going to mix it all together.
Ooh. Look at that hand. Look at those muscular hands. Class president, 2016, right there.
Once you got that all mixed together, you're going to spread it out on a baking sheet covered with aluminum foil. Then you're going to slide it into the oven at 425 for 20 to 30 minutes.
Righteous. Go.
Okay, so the sweet mixed potatoes have been in here for almost 30 minutes. And so here's what they look like. They're done, so we're going to take them out.
Ooh, sizzle.
So they don't get overbaked. Turn off the oven.
Yes.
Okay.
And while that was cooking, we did the rest of our Buckeyes. Some of them fell apart. But I think they look pretty good. So now we're going to freeze them. Let that chocolate harden. So we started making our corn pudding. And we melted a stick of butter for about 5 minutes or so. And got that. So now we're going to add our corn muffin mix, which is just the whole box. Then we add a can of whole kernel corn. Yum. And then a can of creamed corn. Double yum. And we're gonna mix it around. Delicious. After we mix this up, we're going to cook it in the oven for 30 minutes. We got our table set and we're ready to eat, and we'll hit you with the critiques in a minute.
Andy and Matt did a really nice dinner. The salad was good, had a really nice taste to the salad dressing. Not too vinegary, not too... It was very good. Nice balance. The chicken was delicious. Very well prepared. Good seasoning. Nicely done. Not overcooked. Very nice. The sweet potatoes were good. They might have had just a little bit too much rosemary on them. And the corn casserole was very delicious. And dessert, the Buckeyes were phenomenal. Nice job. Yum. Thanks.
Well, I thought the meal was a nice combination of foods. Everything went well together. I think the salad dressing was surprisingly light and tangy, and the nice after the meal, the follow-up with the Buckeyes is a nice treat. With the sweetness was obviously well thought out. So good job, boys.
I thought they did a good job making the meal, and the chicken was really good, just a little bit too big of pieces, and then the potatoes were good, a little bit too much roast. And I really liked the corn casserole, it was nice and moist, and then the salad was good, and the salad dressing tasted good too. The Buckeyes were really good.